Hi, Dr. Jaffe. This question comes from one of our practitioners, and they have used our PERQUE products, the prebiotics, the probiotics, and symbiotics, potency guard, regularity guard, digestive guard, and the PERQUE and Durapack guard for this patient of theirs who has severe dysbiosis. And was wondering and wanted to hear from you, what else would you do? Do you think about enzymes or any other things that you could do to improve their health?
Well, very important and actually increasingly common question. And the headline answer is that it is highly likely that this person has had multiple antibiotic courses over their lifetime, which does create a wasteland in the microbiome of the gut. And yes, we have fiber and active bugs and recycled glutamine to address aspects of this. So our PERQUE regularity guard, multiple prebiotic fibers in nature's alkalinizing way that expands the microbiome. It nourishes healthy bugs in the digestive tract. Then we get to the actual probiotic, the organisms, multiple strains that are active and enough of them to repopulate the essential acidophilus family. Yes, the bifidoorganisms are important and certain other strains are important, but acidophilus has to come in every day. It doesn't multiply in the gut. It comes in through active fermented foods and PERQUE Digestiguard. And then we pioneered recycled glutamine to energize and repair the lining of the intestines, because very often there has been atrophy. There has been loss of the digestive capacity. A healthy gut has a very large surface area. Most people with the digestive problems you're asking about have maybe 20% of that capacity. So it takes very often from 6 months to 2 years to recover from the medication effects that caused the dysbiosis in the beginning. Now, let me mention that we have for many years wanted to have a digestive, something that supports the liver. Sorry, it supports the stomach. It does support the liver too, but it really supports the stomach digestive function, which is ahead of the intestinal functions. It's really in the intestines that the fiber and the good bugs and the recycled glutamine have their main effect. So because so many people have had low stomach function, we've pioneered and will soon be introducing and would like your feedback about Digestive, a bitter. There are many traditional bitters, but they are so bitter that they have a very small market. They have a very small number of people who will actually accept them. We looked, as we always do, at the fundamental need to improve digestive function in the stomach, and we came up with something that if you put it in sparkling water, tastes a little bit like ginger ale. It is for people who like ginger. It is a novel approach to supporting stomach digestion. And yes, many people do need histidine. LHistidine, free-form amino acid, 500 milligrams 30 minutes before a meal, allows the body to make the natural stomach acid that requires histidine. And why is it that histidine is often low in people? Because they have allergies and maldigestion and dysbiosis and distress that actually uses up and pulls the histidine to histamine. And we know that histamine is an amplifier of allergic responses. So we really don't want your histidine to be in the form of histamine. And forgive me, I am a biochemist, but we're talking about amino acids that in nature's alkaline way support better digestion. Then I will add that hydration is very important. Start every meal with something wet and warm. It could just be warm water with a squeeze of lemon or lime juice. It could be a broth. It could be a soup. Something wet and warm to start digestion. And then eat about half as much as you want. And how much do you want? Well, that's very personal. But most of us, if you say, enjoy your meal, with the emphasis on enjoy and it be a meal, whole foods that you can enjoy because of their preparation, their aroma, their appeal, their gustatory appeal, their digestive appeal. And then, of course, we get to being able to consume the foods that we can digest, assimilate, and eliminate without immune burden. And that brings us to the LRA, the lymphocyte response assay that we pioneered as part of the predictive biomarkers and self-assessments that we would recommend in these kinds of cases. So there are many aspects to digestion, and it is increasingly clear that the microbiome of the gut and the other microbiomes of the body are intimately in communion all the time. And so when we strengthen digestion, we're strengthening every aspect of neurohormonal immune defense and repair and function. Too many of us are in survival mode, and we want people to shift with your help to be in elective, protective mode, using nature's alkaline way, so that you eat foods you can digest, assimilate, and eliminate without immune burden. You have an emphasis on nature, nurture, and wholeness. Sometimes when I go out, I'm a little bit stressed because of the circumstance or the situation. I eat as little as possible. However yummy it might be, that's not the time to put food in my stomach, because I want to get the most out of my digestive capacity, and I know how important stress and distress are. On the other hand, notice I said, start every meal with something wet and warm and eat the foods you can digest, assimilate and eliminate without immune burden. And if you have weak digestion, understand that grasses are easy to digest and assimilate, and grains are hard. Know that cow dairy is not what it was 150 years ago, and today it is a manipulated item that is hard on digestion, not easy on digestion. And if you absolutely love a little bit of organic goat cheese or sheep cheese or goat yogurt that's live, fine. This is a window of opportunity to evoke healing responses. You should enjoy the journey, because it is a journey. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And yes, we start with the basics, and we include all the components of what nature, nurture, and wholeness have taught us over the decades to evoke human healing responses, starting with the gut and getting to the rest of the body because of that communication between the microbiomes. And just one more word. Digestion actually begins with your eyes. It begins with what the eyes see that tells the brain to tell the gut nervous system to tell the body or the digestive tract what's coming in. That's amazing. I'm a clinician, I'm a scientist, but I must tell you the fact that my eyes tell my brain to talk to my gut nervous system to tell my stomach what to anticipate is a powerful epiphany. It's a powerful insight into how nature's alkaline way can be used to help you now and for life. And it is more and more necessary in the 21st century than even a few decades ago in the 20th century. So take advantage of nature, nurture, and wholeness. Take advantage of our nature's alkaline way. Live and be well. Add life to years and years to life.